Hello, freaks. Hi, freaks. Hello. How is everybody? um, who's excited? Unboxing haul. Hi, freak. I'm not a freak. I'm not a freak. Anyway. So,
7 months more like you're gay.
okay. So that's how you want to start. Okay. Well, if that's how you want to start, then we can just get right into it. Okay. So to begin, so I got some items from when Moo went to TwitchCon, okay? From some of you, but not only just some of you, but Moo as well, okay? So I'm here to expose the real gay. I am. I'm here to expose the real gay, and it's Moo. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, from my understanding, Barbara and Lamone gave me some things. Um, um, and I think Lamone got some candy. And here's the thing, when it came in the mail, it was really hot that day. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of the candy is melted. But we're gonna try some of it, okay? So you get a live reaction. And in case I do have water. Um, but yes. Oh my goodness! Thank you so much for the 7 months, Abby. I appreciate
People
it.
cute.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Um, so yeah, so I'm gonna start off with like the little bag. Okay, wait, question. Do we want to start with the things Moo got me, or do we want to do the things that you guys got me? Which one? Because I'm fine with either, but we can expose the real gay here. Like, if we really wanted to. Let's expose the gay though, okay? Okay. So, should I start with the smaller items and then show the bigger items, or do we want to show the bigger items and then do? Bro, it wasn't even that. Actually, considering that you got me things that are related to like me and my favorite flower, I would say it's a little gay. So, take that as you will. Um. Okay, well, we'll let everybody else decide that. How about that? We'll let everybody else decide. Have you looked into the mirror lately? Stop being gay! Bro, embrace the gay male allegations. I'm not gay. Yes, you are. You're in denial. Okay, again. So do we want to start off with like... Oh my god! Thank you so much for the gifted sub, Anna. I appreciate it. Thank you. I love you, Anna. I love you, Anna. Thank you. Oh yeah, so then after we do all of this, like the TwitchCon opening of the gifts, we'll do book club. Because I know a lot of people have been asking for book club. Honestly, I'm genuinely really surprised and like kind of shocked that a lot of people are actually oh hello. Hi, how are you, Tuki? Hello. Hello, how are you? I love you. I do my personal time watch. Oh my god. Okay, so we'll do the opening and then after that we'll do the Hunger Games, which again, I'm very surprised by the amount of people who like actually like to sit there and listen to Anna read and see my reaction. And I've noticed that a lot of you actually also like read along with it, and I love to see the feedback. I'm just genuinely shocked that a lot of people actually like book club. But if we continue doing this, we can do more. Like after we finish the Hunger Games, if we want to do other ones too, let us know. I think Twilight's on our list, so we're gonna like we could read Twilight and sit there and make fun of Twilight. So, um, also wait, before we also continue, does anyone notice like the difference with the background? Like no one's gonna make a comment about how I changed my room around. No one's gonna talk about it. I'm surprised no one has said anything yet. No one was gonna say, no, like, I'm genuinely shocked. The bed is moved. I have a tapestry in the background. We look at you, Ryan. Oh. I thought it was different. Barbara, I'm right here. Well, I noticed. Well, thank you for noticing. But I didn't want to be wrong. And I do it again, as you should, Barbara. Okay, anyway. So, for the things that Moo got me, do you want to start off with the bigger items, or do you want to start off with the small? I'm feeling like maybe we do the smaller items and then we go into the big. Small? Okay, small then big? Okay. Oh, okay, I'm gonna put the bigger items there. Okay. So, I'm gonna leave that over there. What's in this bag? What's in the bag? ASMR? You guys hear that? Sorry. Okay. Item number 1 is a magnet. It's a tulip magnet. Do you guys know what my favorite flower is? I bet you can guess. You guys know what my favorite color is? I bet you can guess. Yeah, anyway, but this is a tulip magnet. Look at that gave out. The gave out got me. It's not a rose? The fuck, lady? No, it's a tulip. No, it's kind of gay. I'm so good at guessing, and guess what? You're wrong. Anyway, so that's the first one. It's a cute little magnet. It's a cute little magnet. I'm gonna put it on my fridge, obviously, but I've been waiting to put it on my fridge because I wanted to show everyone everything. The next thing, I have not actually opened these yet, so do you guys like the ASMR? Oh shit, I might need scissors. I might need scissors. Oh wait, never mind, I don't. As long as they aren't broken. I can't promise that. I'm trying to. Okay, hold on. I gotta pull it out one by one so I don't break it. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Wait, I'm almost done. Okay. Here's the next one. They're wooden flowers. Wooden tulips. Again, what's my favorite flower again? Bouquet gaybo. Bouquet gaybo. Wooden flowers. They're cute. I'm gonna put them in my jar that I have next to me. There you go. It's not that gay. It's pretty gay. That's very gay, Moo. Yeah. Anyway, they're cutesy. Oh, tulip hair clips would be so cute. Anyway, here you go. Is it cute? Okay. Okay, so next. Oh, wait, no, we're not done. Okay, next thing. We have an axolotl plushie, which apparently Moo got from the end of MCC. But it's cute. No, I can put it. I have to figure out somewhere to put it on my bed, but it's fine. We'll figure it out. But look how cute. Look how cute. It's cute. So I have that here as well. Guys, we need to figure out a name. We should figure out a name. Hanging up with fishing lines and just keep it right. Lightning, go to the jar. You didn't hear anything. Go to the jar. Now. Lightning jar. Exactly. No, I'm not naming it Dobby Jr. What's wrong with you? I usually defend you, but that was something. No, Lightning, go to your box! You know what? You know what? I'm taking away your star, Lightning. I'm taking away your star. Everyone gets a star but Lightning. Everyone gets a star but Lightning. How about that? There you go. Everyone gets a star but Lightning. Anyway. But here's the axolotl. It's so cutesy. But we gotta figure out a name. Oh, look at little hands. Sorry, I just noticed. Look at the little hands. Okay. So the next one, a tar. It's so cute. A sun. Isn't that gay? Think Moo was kind of gay with this. I think so. Bro, I almost kept that. It's so soft. What's wrong with you? It is really soft though. Why are you keeping my things? Freak. Don't look. So gay that the word gay isn't enough anymore. I know. But it's so cute. And again, I gotta figure out where exactly I'm gonna have to change out the layout of my friends over there so I can figure out where everything can go. But yes. Can't see. But it's so cute. Look at it. But it's kind of gay in my opinion. I'm just saying. I'm just stating my opinion, and I think it is kind of gay. Are you one of those queers? I'm straight, no you're not. Okay. Anyway. So now we're moving on. Those are all the things that Moo got me. So now I'm gonna start off with the little bag of goodies. The little bag of goodies. And then we'll move on to this bag next. Okay? But for now, we'll do the little bag of goodies. Okay? During Pride? I don't know if you say and a liar. Goodies! Okay, okay. Wait. So, the first one we have is this bracelet. I don't remember who Moo said this was from, but it's fine. But it's cute. And I'll put it on. Okay. The next one. I believe I saw this. I think this one's from Barbara. And it says Sunny. Oh, well, here you go. Sunny. And it's so cute. I love it. Barbara, you slayed. This is so cute, Barbara. Literally, like, I'm gonna wear this all the time. It's cute. I love it. Thank you. Barbara makes beautiful bracelets. No, this is, like, genuinely really cute. I love it. I love it so much. Hold on. So you guys can see. I think there's, like, little leaves. Cute. And it's in my colors. It's yellow. Thank you. Thank you, Barbara. I appreciate it. Thank you. Next. Is this? I don't know who this is from, though. Lamone, is this you? Lamone, Barbara. I like this. Oh, this is from you, Barbara. Thank you. Oh my goodness, thank you. It's so cute. I love it. Is it? Looks like. Is it red agate? Is that what this is? Oh, she gave you the wrong one. Oh no. No. Oh no. Did you give me the wrong one? Oh no. That's Moonstone. Bro, wait, why didn't you clarify? Like, why didn't you text Barbara being like, is this the right one? Like, you could have asked. Well, now it feels more gay. Yeah. Well, how romantic. Now it's extra gay. You have the moon. I know, I do. Because I thought it was right. No, 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 I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think it's right. Anyway, here's Moo's necklace. I think it's either red agate or carnelian. That's what it looks like. Tell me if I'm wrong. Or maybe it's just a rock. But that's what it looks like. Moonstone? Really? I've never seen moonstone that looks like that. Tea. Tea. Here, wait. I actually think... Okay, because this is my moonstone. This is raw moonstone. This is what I have. Isn't it pretty? See, good thing I moved my room around or I wouldn't be able to just grab my crystals and show you. But that's crazy. Okay. Well, thank you, Barbara. Thank you. I appreciate it, even though it's technically moose. That's a crystal? Yeah, this is a crystal. This is a crystal. It's moonstone. This is raw moonstone. Yeah. And then this is sunstone. This is raw sunstone. Yeah. It's one of my faves. But yeah. Moon, you had one job. For realsies. Okay, next thing out of the bag. This, and I believe from what Moo told me. I don't know who made this. So come forward. Tell me who made it. But I believe Moo said that these are supposed to be like our wings from Upstate. I think that's really cute. I made this, Lemon. They're so cute. They're so cute. I love it. Lightning. Lightning, I thought you were in the jar. Go back. Go back there. Go now. Go. Anyway, yeah, these are look so freaking cute. And also, Lemon, I saw the dice that you made when you sent all those things. Those are cute dice. It's crazy how do you make these? Is it out of like resin or Lightning? I'm gonna unmozzarella your sticks again. No, not my sticks. Okay, it is resin. Okay, but look, it's so cute. But yeah, apparently it's supposed to be me and Moo's upstate fairy wings. They're so cute. Thank you, Lemon. I love these. I'm definitely gonna be putting these on my bag. Which one? Which bag? I don't know. Maybe I should give a bag haul one day. I should give a bag haul. I should give a crystal haul. Who freaking knows, man? But yeah, thank you so much, Lemon. They're so cute. They're so pretty. I love them. Here, another close up. Thank you. Literally gonna put this on my bag. Again, which bag? Don't know. Can't tell you that, but okay, I'm gonna put these back in the bag. Okay. So now let's open this big bag. I'm gonna move my keyboard real quick. What's in here? I don't know. I literally didn't open it. So like the only things I could have opened when the package came originally was literally just that little bag because I wanted to open everything on the stream. but I get a little too impatient, so I opened only the little bag. Okay, but they are a matching set, so you guys can get about. Oh my goodness! All right, who's ready? Who's ready to open it? What's in here again? I don't know. For all I know, Limon could be poisoning me. Yeah. For all I know, I could be poisoned. Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, you guys are gonna have to explain to me. Oh wait, hold on. There's a letter. Okay, I just want to let you know I will not be saying any of these names because I don't want to say them wrong. But I seem to have the lemon. Can I show these on? Yeah, just the candy list, right? There's nothing. Okay. Lemon is good for giving that. It's just there's just a list. Okay, yeah. So there's just Lemon wrote me a list. Obviously, it's gonna be inverted, whatever. About what each candy is. But yeah, very cutesy. Thank you. I'm gonna try to use these. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I'm scared. Okay. You know what? I'll just take it out. I'll just take it out. Okay, I'll show everything and take it out, and then you can tell me what exactly you want me to try first. Oh wait, oh, you labeled them. Oh, you labeled them. Wait, Limon. Okay. You're low-key, like really organized. What the fuck? Wait, that's crazy. Holy shit. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Maybe I should leave everything in the bag. Or do I take everything out? Okay, I'll leave it in the bag, and then I'll take everything out as I go. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. I'm overwhelmed. Okay. So, I love labeling things. No, it's really organized. I really appreciate it. Okay, this is the first. This is number 1. He was number 1. This is number 1. Okay, so from my understanding, from what Limon told me, that these are like supposed to be, you put them in water and it's supposed to make soda. I was also told that these are not Moo's favorite, but it's like a fizzy powder. Yeah, fizzy powder that usually makes soda, but apparently it tastes better without soda. Okay, should I prepare? I'm gonna prepare my water. Actually, I'm scared. Okay. It's okay. Me and Pyra each had a pack without any issues. Okay. And apparently, okay. Is there certain flavor, like, so do the colors, extend to a type of flavor? Green slays. Okay, green is the best. Are you guys messing with me, or do you guys actually mean that green is good? I don't know what that is. I also like pink. Ryan, eat the wood. I mean it, but my taste buds is a bit fucked. I just didn't like the yellow one. Okay, really? Not the yellow? I feel like yellow would be like lemon. Okay, I won't do. Oh, it's a type of herb. Okay. Okay, do I want to do that one? Okay, maybe I do pink. Because I'm scared. I don't want to try green. I'm scared. So maybe I'll try the pink one. Actually, let me get my trash can out. Okay, there it is. My trash can. There it is. I'm scared. Are you guys surprised? Ryan is my op. Don't be a little Anna. Wait, maybe I should prepare opening my water? Hold on. I open my water. I'm scared. Okay. I'm scared, guys. I don't want to do it. You can do it. You can do it. What if it's... Oh my god. Okay. I'm scared. I'm scared. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm gonna do it. Wait, this is really good. I like that. That's actually really good. Like, seriously, no joke. No, that's really good. I'm going to save that one. Oh, now, should I try the green one? Do I try the green? Actually, maybe I should wait. Because there's a lot. Yes, try the green? Oh my god. Oh, there's ads. There's ads. Enjoy your ads. It's a... Okay, you either love or hate it. Okay. Since this is the one that's, like, actually... I feel like controversial, I guess. I'll try this one. Let's see. Okay. Okay, here we go. Dude, like, okay, here's the thing. Here's what I'm gonna say about that. At first, like, at first I was like, okay, this is kind of good. But then when you have it, like, just sit in your mouth, it honestly tastes like the smell of a thrift store. It tastes like a thrift store. And I like the smell of a thrift store, but I wouldn't like it in my mouth. Wait. Anyway. Yeah, I don't No, it doesn't taste like grass. Like it quite literally tastes like if you like it literally smells like okay, it tastes like what a thrift store smells like. It smells like old stuff. I mean, it tastes like old stuff. Um anyway. Yeah, kind of like a musty taste, honestly. All right, let's see. Oh wait, is this chocolate? Whatever this is, Happy Hippo. Happy Hippo. Apparently it's a biscuit filled with oh no. Okay, so it is chocolate and hazelnut. You got two different flavors in the oh, there is two different flavors. Okay, wait, yeah, there's two. Okay. So there's this one and this one. I'm scared. Wait, okay, so this one's chocolate and this one's hazelnut. I'm assuming. I'm scared. There's a lot of chocolate here. I don't want my tummy to hurt. Oh no, I'm scared. Okay. Okay. Maybe, okay, I'll do... Wait, hold on, let me look at... Okay. Okay, so for these ones, I'm going to do the hazelnut one instead of the chocolate one because I see here at number 8, this is also chocolate, so I'm gonna save, because I don't want to eat too much chocolate. Okay. I tried this one. Damn it, ASMR. Opening it up, ASMR. Ooh. There's a face on it. I don't know if I like that. That's scary. Duh, it's a hippo. This is scary. Okay, I'm gonna try it. That's actually really good. Wait. Mm. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay. Hmm. Okay. No, that was really good. I like that one. Um, What in chocolate makes your stomach hurt? That's a good question. I really don't know. It's just like if I have a lot of chocolate, like don't get me wrong, like occasionally, for example, like I love brownies. I enjoy a good brownie. But I can't have too much of it because my stomach will hurt. And like same thing like it goes with like the chocolate in general. But like other candies I'm fine. It's something with chocolate. I don't know, it's weird. Um I get a toothache from chocolate. Literally no. Really? What is in chocolate? Um Okay. I don't know how to pronounce this either, so I'm not gonna say it. But this is the next thing. Ooh. Apparently it's a wafer sandwich filled with chocolate, cream, and hazelnut. Again. Do your candies just have a lot of hazelnut, or is this just like your favorite? Like, do you just like stuff with hazelnut in it? Like, did you just give me things that you enjoy? And that just so happens to be a lot of hazelnut, or we love hazelnut. Really? That's so interesting. Wait, no, but that was really good. I really like that. Maybe because the other one was really good, maybe I'll try this one later and let you know. But I'll probably do that off stream. I'm just not really a big candy person either, so I think that's the problem. Okay. Oh my god, they're so... I'm looking at these. Okay, I think, for these ones, I think I'm gonna pass on these ones, because, again, there's a lot of chocolate. So I want to pick and choose the chocolate that I do eat. Unless you guys think I should, like, actually, if you, like, is this something that, like, you want to see my reaction out of, or is this, like... Because I'll do it if you want to see a reaction, but... Oh, goodness. Dogs and cats are allergic to a certain thing in chocolate that their body can't digest. It's literally a deadly allergy, and I think humans can be weak to it too, but not lethal. Not lethal. Yeah. I mean, also like what it is, what it could also be is I think depending on the chocolate as well. Like, and also I think depending on also like what's in the candy, like consider the fact that I am heavily lactose intolerant. So like maybe that too, you know. That is also true. Um, okay, what's the next one? Oh. Okay, that's number 6. What number? Oh, we're on 4. Okay, those are all 8s. That's 10. Oh my god. 13. Oh, these are definitely melted. Oh no. These are melted. Oh no. There's gonna be some things I don't think I can eat because they're melted together. I don't know what number this is. Oh, that's 7. 7, 10, 13. Where's number 4? 14? Okay, I found number 4. Pickup? Yeah, the Harry Potter candy seems to be melted. Just freeze it and cut it up. Frankenstein it. What the heck? Okay, this is the next one. Milk chocolate bar and a cookie sandwich. Okay, tea. I'll try one of these. Actually, if I can open it. Actually, I don't know if I can open it. Wait. Wait. I think no, I got it. Okay. Number 4. Number 4. Let's see if I can open it. Okay. Mm. Mm. Like, I don't. Okay, here's the thing. I don't hate it. It's not like bad or good. It's just one of those things where it's just like it tastes really chocolatey. Um, but like I would say it's good. Like I don't think it's terrible, you know what I mean? I do think it's good though. Um, you learn how to separate them. Listen. Okay, okay. This is the next one. These things? Which is a butter biscuit. They've been opened. Did someone steal a cookie? Did someone steal a freaking cookie from me? Where's Moo? Moo? Did you steal my freaking cookie? I'm calling Moo right now. I'm calling Moo right now. I'm gonna call. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for an answer to see if Moo's free. And if they're not, they did it. And they're homophobic. And they hate me. I think that's how I'm gonna go with it. Moo stole my frickin' cookie? Hold on. I'm waiting for an answer. Listen, they're not even answering me. You know, I think that's just a sign of that they took it. How did he get it cooked? Here's what I'm thinking. Actually, that's true, Loki. I thought it was like a thing where like it was just put back together. Limon, you didn't see this cookie before? I think this is the item. I think this is the item that Limon poisoned. Lightning, I'm this close to unfrenching your toast. Oh my god, Anna's on a streak. I think so. Here's what I think happened. Here's what I think that happened. I think Moo either A stole the cookie or B this is the item that Limon poisoned. Limon was like, "We're gonna play a Russian roulette with Ryan. I'm going like Ryan's gonna eat all this candy and not know which one I poisoned, and this is it. This is it here. This is how you know." Mm-hmm. I swear to God, I would never tamper with childhood cookie of mine. Whenever I did good on a test, my mom would get, "Oh, really?" Okay, I'll see if I can open them. Still no answer. Where's FG Moo at? Did FG Moo go live? No. They didn't? I can't open them! Oh, there we go. Well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm skipping this one for sure. Since it was, actually these two. Since it was out in the open. The bacteria was gonna get on my cookie. And you know what? For extra safety, I'm skipping this one. Now, I shall try this. And if I die, it's Lamon's fault. Probably. Or Moo. They were the ones who had my candy. Just saying. Ready? It kind of tastes like vanilla ice cream a little bit. Oh, hold on. I'm getting a call. 1 second. 1 second. Man. Hold on. Okay. So we're here to ask you a question.
Okay.
So I'm opening my candy bag. And one of the things had a hole in it. Did you take my cookie?
Yes, I definitely took your cookie, even though the bag has tape on it and it's covered.
You could have
But
just
yes,
retaped it.
I for sure took
You
your
could
cookie.
have literally just retaped it and you definitely took my cookie. It's either you took my cookie or Limon poisoned it.
What even fucking cookie? The one you're holding? The butter ones?
Mm-hmm.
Well, like that mine was also open too and I just didn't question.
Wait, really?
Yeah, the wrapping just kind of came off and I was like, okay, well.
Wait, so
no
what I'm
biggie,
hearing
no
is like Limon actually poisoned the both of us.
I mean, maybe. Yeah, like the packaging's just like flimsy. I don't know.
Wait, like at the top, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
How else
Limon.
would you open it? Open it from the side?
Uh-huh.
Oh. Well. I don't know, man.
Wait, are you looking at stream?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna show you how it was.
Okay.
Okay. It was like this. There was a hole.
Oh.
It was like that.
No, mine, I guess, mine wasn't like that, but like.
No? But it was still open though.
But it was like open, yeah. The like. I guess the part that was like covered for you, mine was open. I was like, okay, so it looks like it was just already open, but it's fine. You know.
I think Limon is trying to kill us.
Well, what? Okay, for you that makes sense, but I don't think Limon's trying to kill me. Whoa, I'm drinking water too.
Ew, don't be gay.
Scream delay. I wasn't. That was more of just like, oh wow, like what a coincidence.
What a coinky dink.
Oh
my god, you know what this reminds me of? Speaking of Limon trying to kill me. Can we do goose goose duck?
When? Now?
Well, no, not now, but in general. Sometime soon.
Yeah, we can do it. Yeah.
Goose goose duck! Yeah, they want goose goose duck. They do.
I go with the flow.
Yeah, man. Ask your moddies.
I don't want to talk to them. I don't really even like talk to them in general.
Why not?
I don't. It's just like something about them.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
You're in trouble, yeah. I think.
What do you Oh. No, don't say
that. Well, let's see. Okay. Tiempo's here. Barbara's here.
No.
Limon's here.
It's fine. It's fine.
I think you're in trouble.
No.
No, I think you are. I think you are.
No.
Did you get the same candies as
Um,
me? Did you or did you
I
not
would
get a
assume
candy
so.
bag?
No, I got a delicious candy bag and I ate all of the gummies and it was
You ate all the my gummies are melted.
What? Oh, okay. I'm gonna. Maybe I
Really?
should shut the fuck up.
Really?
No, no, no.
Really?
Well, you know.
You're gonna keep going with that?
Well,
If you
listen.
and also if you hang up, I'm gonna be extra mad at you.
Well, I wasn't even gonna hang up.
Listen,
You scared me too much.
you're just you literally hang up on me all the time.
Because if I don't, then you'll just hang up on me in a more dramatic way, and like I can't be upstaged on the like hanging up.
You
know?
do need to be upstage because I'm gonna
I'm-
upstage you.
No, I'm the one that's known. Like I always
And-
hang up on
and where do you
people
think I learned that
I
from?
don't say anything.
And where do you think I learned that from?
Well,
You. And guess who's gonna do it better? Me.
mm,
Don't do it.
No. No.
If you do it, I seriously, I'm gonna ban you in chat.
I did do it twice earlier. I literally got not all of them, but I got Maddie's in call.
No way.
And then I answered my question in less than I think like 5 minutes, and I was like, "Oh wait, okay, I'm gonna leave now, bye." And then I came back like a minute later, and I was like, "Oh my god, wait!" And then I left again. Yeah.
They say that is a very new thing. That is a very new
Listen,
thing.
It's just like
There's so
if I
much
say good-
chocolate. Sorry, I'm looking at the thing.
That's why I should have waited. I should have stayed there so I could eat the chocolate for you.
Yeah, you should have. Do you want me
Yeah.
to send the chocolate back?
Yeah, for sure. Just send it my way.
Do you want me to send the chocolate back?
Absolutely not. Bentley, don't even start. Don't even start.
Okay, I think I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm gonna skip past some of the chocolate. Like this is a lot.
Just eat the gummies. I don't care if
Should
they're
I-
melted together.
Wait, there's Smarties? This? Wait.
Those are like M&Ms. They're not like the chalk Smarties. They're M&Ms. But like low key they're kind of better. There was one night when I was eating them and I was like, holy
Really?
shit, I kind of fuck with Smarties more than M&Ms.
Wait. Okay, wait, I have to find it. Number 9? I think this is... Okay, there it is.
I was so sad when I finished my package.
So it's, okay, well, this is still technically chocolate, but I'll eat it. I'll eat it for you.
Yeah, sorry, it is chocolate, but it's like M&Ms.
Okay,
they're
it's like
delicious.
M&M's.
Yeah, it's still chocolate, but it's delicious. And like the consistencies.
So this is Smarties. This is y'all Smarties.
Yeah.
Ours is powder.
Surprise. The American way. Bentley, what if I don't want to pet you? What if, man? Oh?
Okay.
Oh?
Are
Lots of opinions
things I have to
speaking.
say.
Yeah.
A.
Yep.
Our Smarties are better. And B.
What?
And B. Our M&Ms are better.
Wait, no, that's crazy.
Yeah.
See, okay, the first time around I thought so, but there was like one night when I was here and I was just like casually enjoying them and I was like, wait, low key, these are kind of better. If I take away the American pride, it's kind of better.
If you take away the American pride.
You know, like, oh, go America, you know?
Like, I can see where they kind of also taste like M&Ms, but I do think our M&Ms are better. I hate to say it. I think this is like the
Well-
first thing where I'm like, I don't know how to feel about it. Well, besides the freaking green soda shit.
It's okay. Your opinion can be wrong.
No, my opinion is always right. I'm always right. If I'm not right, then Anna's right. So usually everyone else is wrong. Besides
Yes, s'mores!
me and Anna.
Can I be right? Anna, can I be right? Please?
Are
Does Anna hate me?
no, I don't think Anna hates you.
Oh.
Why did you say Anna? Do you want Anna to hate you?
No, that was like, oh, like I'm glad, like, oh. Unless
Hmm.
Anna wants to hate
Yeah.
me.
These are here's the thing, like I don't hate them. But like again, if we want to go by the name, our Smarties and I feel like our
Well, but that's so different. That's so
yeah,
that's
no, it is.
so different.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But if we're going off with the name, our Smarties are better. And if we're gonna go by M&Ms, I do think our M&Ms are better. But the reason why I'm gonna say that is because we all know Americans' food is like heavily processed and there's a lot of fucking sugar in it. So, are we surprised? No. Is this probably healthier than all of our shit? Yes.
Shout out to the chemicals. Bro, Bentley, shut the fuck up, bro.
Bentley. Okay, what's next?
Dude, like my mic doesn't.
Edible
Yeah, now you
paper.
can hear him.
There's edible paper.
I fucking love that one.
Wait, really? Wait, what is it?
Yeah,
Number 10.
I love the edible paper. I went through that shit.
Really? Okay, wait. Let me find it.
Give me a Fanta.
Oh,
no, I didn't have any Fanta. I know that was something I should have tried.
10.
Next time I'll do it.
Okay, wait. So do you think I'm gonna like this one?
No.
You don't think so?
I don't know. I feel like you'll find it stupid.
What is this?
That timing couldn't have been better.
What?
Dude, it's so good. I would plop one in my mouth and just suck on it.
Wait, like what is it though? Like what is it?
It's just fake paper. Like you just
But
bite
what's
it.
the flavor of it?
I don't know what the packaging says. Is it fruity?
It looks fruity. There's fruits on it.
Then
No,
it's
that's
probably a
about you.
fruity one.
I'm scared.
Just eat it. It's so delicious. Dude, I would eat that whole thing. It's kind of fun too to just like break off the paper or just like bite into it.
I'm scared. What the fuck is this?
No, it's delicious. Yeah, I was so correct with what I said.
Okay, ready?
Yeah. Isn't it awesome?
It tastes like nothing.
No, it's awesome though. Like just eating paper, that's awesome.
Okay, you're literally a child.
What the fuck, man? What the fuck is wrong with you? Sorry that I just like joy and whimsy still. Damn.
And eating paper. You probably will
Well,
eat glue and macaroni with glitter too.
no. First off, fuck glitter. Second, I would not eat glue. I would just peel
Don't
it off
say
my
that
hands.
about glitter.
Well, you attacked the paper first.
Okay, next time I'm at your house, I'm literally gonna sprinkle glitter all over.
If there's glitter in my apartment,
I'm gonna put glitter
all over the place,
I'm gonna put
I'm
glitter
better
all
be
over.
pissed.
No, you're not gonna get mad at me.
Wait, there's edible glue companies? Wait, hold on.
Don't you
Actually-
frickin' dare. See, this is my point. This is my point.
Wait, like
Glitter glue.
like the bottle glue? Like, is there just like some white Elmer's glue
Yeah,
out there?
I'm
that
gonna be
you can
honest.
use?
This tastes like nothing to me. Honestly, the paper.
Bro, I should have delivered the package myself so I could have eaten that. Bentley, shut up. I
Okay.
know it. Have you eaten it?
So much chocolate. Gummy
No, the chocolate
tablets.
slaps. Gummy tablets.
This?
Oh, those were good.
Were they? What's your favorite flavor?
I don't remember the flavor. I just like gummies.
Okay. Let's see if these
I
are
feel like
melted. No, they're not.
you can't go. Well, they might be a little hard. Mine was like a little hard, so it might not be the best gummy experience.
I do like gummies. That's true. I like these.
Are yours not hard?
No, they are, but I like them.
You like hard gummies?
Yeah.
Okay. Bentley, I don't want to pet you.
I've not had them in ages, but I still vividly remember the texture. It's smooth.
Dude, gummies are so delicious. I don't care. I don't discriminate. What are you judging?
I'm thinking about the flavor.
Oh, okay. It looked like you were really judging something.
I don't know if I like the red one.
No, don't diss on red, man. Come
I
on.
think I like the green better. Okay, yellow?
Not to be a hater.
Ooh.
I'll let you even do it if you'd like. But, you know.
You're leaving, aren't you?
I'm a busy bee. Got things to do.
Are you gonna press a button?
Well, I'll need like a bit, but there's a chance I'll press a button.
Well, guess freaking what?
What, bro?
Goodbye. Okay. I do like those. The other ones, I don't think I'm gonna try for now because they're all melted together, and something about melted gummies, low key, really bothers me. The rest of the stuff is chocolate, I fear, and I'll probably try it like on my own time, and like I haven't had any other candy, and then I'm gonna let you know personally. I think. That's what I'll do. Wait, actually, they opened. Here, I'll put that over there, actually. However, I will continue to eat the gummies. That is for sure. Anyway. Who wants to do book club? Do you guys want to do some book club? Do you guys want to do some book club? I fear so. Book club! Okay, we'll do some book club. Let me call. If anyone wants to pick up.
Hello.
Hi.
How's your edible paper?
Dude, I did not like the paper.
Those are some really big Smarties. That confused me. Ours are little.
Are they really? Actually, I have them still here. Like,
I mean, to be fair, I think we also have the big ones, probably. Oh,
You guys,
hello.
I feel like if you guys have like the same type of brand, you guys probably also have the big ones, no?
Probably, but it's usually the little ones, though.
Hello. Hi, Violet.
Violet, hello.
I do like this. I like the fizzy soda thing. That was good. Oh my god, now it's your turn, Anna, to send me your candy. And I'll try your candy on stream.
I could do that.
You could.
I'm gonna do that.
No, you should with my
That and
my
the
Lafufu.
Lafufu. Listen, I don't have Labubu money. I do, however,
Even
maybe have
technically,
a little bit of Lafufu money. Like,
did you change your layout of your front? Oh yeah, I did. I did change my room. I did do that. I needed something new, so I had to change my room.
are we ready for today?
I am.
We might maybe make it to the games.
Maybe.
We might, because it's just 2 chapters. It's this, the
Okay.
next one, and then she goes into the games.
I feel like we could have a chance. I do have
yeah,
a thing
we were on
later. I'm
chapter
not
8.
100% sure. what exactly the
Yeah, I
time
know.
is. I know I can't like stream for that long. But we'll see.
No, I know.
Chapter.
We
Oh,
will
y'all,
do
I was ready.
chapter 8,
8
page
is what I
102.
did.
Do you want to tweet?
I did.
Oh shit! Let me change the. Oh, did you use the thing?
No, I didn't use the thing.
I didn't know if you wanted me to send it to you again.
I already posted it. I already pressed post, I think.
Oh, let me go retweet. Where are you? I lost you. The recent is
don't
just the
like the
Hunger
red.
Games because of the. By the way, I don't know if anyone saw the Sunrise on the Reaping, the last casting announcement.
Oh, I did. I have no idea who those people are.
Those are little kids that are going to die horrific deaths.
Well, I figured that was the case, but I was waiting for you to explain to
Yeah.
me who like those people were.
Well, I guess we'll need to get to Sunrise on the Reaping. We only have one, two, three, 3.5 books.
Why can't spoil it for me?
Because now we're reading them, and the thing about Sunrise on the Reaping is that it works better if it's read, because then you get there and you want to.
You can
You want to.
spoil one of them if we get to the next book.
Well, technically, okay, we can spoil one of them. One of them we can spoil.
Okay, listen,
Sunrise
no
on the Reaping
spoiling.
spoilers
I want to
ahead.
know. Close your ears.
Sunrise. Everyone, close your ears.
I'll do a thumbs up when you're good.
Ampert is
Wait, starting now.
Beatty's son.
Mute now.
Well, there they go.
Okay, good.
Ampert is Beatty's son.
Oh wait, I
He
think
was
I knew
attributed
that.
in the 50th games, yeah.
Yeah, I think I knew that.
Ampert, my beloved. The age accurate casting is going to be the death of me, actually.
I think in my opinion. Oh wait, thumbs up. We're good now. Anyway, like I was gonna say, I think it was a good idea for them to actually do that, mainly because I feel like considering like what happened in the previous like movie with everyone thirsting over snow. I think it was a good idea on their part to do that to again show exactly how much of a monster Snow is, because here's the thing, you can technically put these people who are like adults supposed to be playing kids, but it's like not the same when you actually see kids playing kids. Do you know what I mean?
And I will say that the thing that I'm kind of curious how they're going to work it with Sunrise. And this isn't I don't think this is necessarily spoiling. If anything, it's a warning. Sunrise on the Reaping is a lot more graphically violent than the original trilogy is. Part of it is because of how Haymitch describes things and the things that he pays attention to. But like the deaths that Haymitch witnesses make Rue look like a walk in the park. Like
Really?
in terms of simply if nothing else, like just in terms of like they are really horrible and violent and graphic, and I don't know how they're going to pull it off in the movie.
Yeah.
Like I'm very curious to see how they're going to do it, especially because like these are just kids. Like that's gonna suck. I'm not gonna have fun. I'm gonna love it, but I'm not gonna have fun.
I'm gonna love it, but this, yeah.
Also, so where we left off, chapter 7. The only one that feels close is Kato. They didn't do it in the movie. Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, what?
The only one that feels close is Kato, and they didn't do it in the movie. In terms of like the graphicness of like the in-game like the deaths in the games. Because Kato's death in the book is a lot worse than in the movie.
Also, I think like no, because they did show it, and it wasn't that bad. But
No, they made it
Um,
very
I was
different.
thinking,
Well,
I was thinking of the Tracker Jacker deaths.
yeah, but yeah, yeah, I guess. I don't know. I think that because it was violent, like the tracker jackers are violent, but not
I think it was because
bloody, I guess.
it sounded more terrifying in the book than it
Yeah,
actually looks in the movie.
yeah. The movie really toned them down.
Yeah.
So I don't fucking know what they're gonna do with Sunrise, but I'm worried, concerned.
In what way?
So we'll get some spoilers for Sunrise, not a lot because there's a lot that is missing from in comparison. We'll get some spoilers because of Catching Fire,
Yeah,
but not a lot.
I know. I'm just it's gonna be a great movie. Also, people have already been editing Joseph Zada as Haymitch,
Really?
and
I haven't seen any edits yet.
I need to send them to you.
You do.
He,
Here's the
from what
thing.
I've seen,
Also,
he's gonna be a fantastic Haymitch.
when you send me things, like when you want to send me TikToks, send them to me through TikTok because if you send me links, I'm gonna forget. And I also don't feel like doing that.
Yeah,
So send them to me
it's why
through TikTok.
Lightning. It's why only Lightning got their mozzarella sticks on mozzarella, because I also on mozzarella your sticks, but you didn't see it.
You on mozzarella my sticks?
I did.
Why?
For fun.
Can you mozzarella my sticks now?
Okay. Hold.
No, surely not.
Hold.
Where did this even come from?
I don't know.
Wait, how did this
There
start?
you
Who
go.
started this?
Are you happy now?
Wait, did you send it on Discord? Oh, thank you. Thank you for mozzarella my sticks. Thank you.
There you go.
Thanks. No, but seriously, how did this happen? How did this start?
I was scrolling. Bells and I were scrolling on TikTok and saw it and had a giggle and
Oh my
decided
god.
to send it to me.
Speaking of you and Bells though, like happy 6 years. Guys, it's Bells in on 6 years of being gay.
It's half a dozen years of gayness. It's fucking unreal.
I know, it's kind of crazy.
And I forgot our anniversary again.
Oh!
That's 6 for 6.
No way, really?
Listen. Mm-hmm. Here's the thing. No, because here's the thing. We decided that it was just going to be today because we don't exactly remember when we started dating because it wasn't like a thing. We just realized we were dating at some point.
Yeah.
So we decided arbitrarily on the 21st. But then I always forget that the 21st is the 21st. My brain doesn't compute.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, Bells has to be like, happy anniversary. I'm like, fuck.
You know what? Props to like Bells to not taking it personally too. Like I feel like a lot of people get upset when their partner forgets that. But like
No,
sometimes
also, there was one year we both forgot.
that's fair. But like sometimes it's like sometimes you have ADHD brain and you don't really remember, you know?
Also, I think that it helps the fact that technically it might be your actual anniversary, it might not be your actual anniversary. It's like, so it's kind of like, if you forget, it's just because we decided that this is the day that we're going to celebrate it on, but we don't know exactly what day we actually started dating, you know?
Yeah, and also I'm just bad at dates in general. Like, I'm really bad with like dates because my brain sees the date, but it does not compute the date with the event. Like, I will know that the 21st is our anniversary,
Yeah.
but I won't know that the 21st is the 21st. So, like, my brain does a really weird thing with dates. But yeah, it's 6 years.
Oh my god, wait, that's actually really because then not being gay.
No,
But then 7 days later
it's not.
is very nice.
Sorry,
in months.
sorry, I'm talking to a cat.
Oh my god, that's cute. It's like a week apart.
I know we are. I know we're like a week apart.
Wait, how many
Okay.
months is it gonna be for you? Because I get confused.
Okay.
It feels longer for me than it actually is.
It started in February. So do math.
March, April, May, June. So it's 4 months.
Yes.
I have to
But then
do
I feel like
months
it is
in
it
counting.
is technically, I feel like to an extent, like labels, yeah, 4 months. But then technically, in my mind at least, I feel like it's been longer.
No, it has been long. Bells and I have been waiting. Like, to be fair, by February, Bells and I were just like the old people sitting on the rocking chairs in the porch, being like, "When are they gonna do it? When's it gonna be
Like, when are they
official?"
coming home?
Like, we've been new for a while.
Yeah.
Why have my sticks been on mozzarella? And what is happening?
Oh,
Why has this happened? Hey,
Listen, the next
want
step
mozzarella
is
with your
getting your
sticks.
toast unfrenched.
hey, hold on. Give me a second. This
Never
cat is
unfrench my toast.
doing stuff he's not
I
supposed
wouldn't
to.
unfrench your toast.
Never
I will
unfrench it.
unfrench Lightnings if Lightning doesn't watch out.
I think you
Hey.
should do that more often because Lightning needs to start watching out more in my chat, and Lightning I think is getting way too comfortable.
To be fair, I just randomly DM'd Lightning that TikTok on Twitter. I went on Twitter and DM'd that link to Lightning without an explanation.
That's really funny, actually.
Yeah, that was
To
scary.
me, what's really funny is the idea of going through like random people like you see on the timeline and just send them a link, send them a TikTok link, a random DM, if you will, you know, and
I
just
just
say,
wonder what people like.
"Oh my god,
The
hear
thing
me
is,
out."
like,
We start
yeah.
a train of people like, okay, it's like the cheese touch, right? Like you DM someone, I on mozzarella your sticks, and now they have to go to someone random too and say I on mozzarella your sticks, and it's like a chain. You gotta keep it going, you know?
That's literally like a chain. That's just a chain email.
It's the cheese
That's
touch.
just a chain email.
It can be something.
cat-
It can be something between our fandoms or something. Like it can be a nice inside joke.
I love that. I actually was thinking, Bells and I were talking about this earlier, which is I just imagine someone who doesn't know any of us just coming across stream and then realizing that for some reason across many like communities, Lightning is just the victim, like number one bully victim, and not understanding why. And that brings me deep rooted joy in my bones.
Yeah. Yeah. Lightning is there like everywhere. Kind of.
Lightning is everywhere.
Lightning is everywhere. Yeah. It's like you never know. You never know where lightning is lurking. I remember one time I was in Tubbo's chat and lightning saw me there. It was scary. I was like,
Lightning's
"What are
just
you?"
lurking everywhere.
Yeah.
Bro.
Lightning's probably panicking because we're like, "Why are you talking about me?" Sitting here
To be fair, we
actively
talk
talking
about you off stream too.
We do that.
Many of your tweets have been screenshotted and sent to the group chat.
Mhm. No, don't say that. Like, I hope people
Every
know. And here's the thing is too, is like this is something that I've actually like, said, like even like QSMP days, I've always been in the walls. I will never not stop with being in the walls. When I say I quite literally have seen everything, I have seen everything. You just never knew who I was before then. But now it's just now you know who I am, but I still am in the walls and I see a lot.
and what Ryan doesn't see, I send Ryan. So
Exactly. Anna's in their own version of the like their own side of the wall. Like
oh, I'm so chronically online. There's not a take I haven't seen.
Yeah.
Ah, beautiful.
This cat, man.
Okay, are we ready? Because otherwise we're not gonna read shit.
You're not.
Yeah.
Okay, so last we left off, Katniss had done the session with the game makers and shot the apple in the pig's mouth.
Yes.
And then said, thank you for your consideration, I say. Then I give a slight bow and walk straight towards the exit without being dismissed. Chapter 8. As I stride towards the elevator, I fling my bow to one side and my quiver to the other. I brush past the gaping Avoxes who guard the elevators and hit the number 12 button with my fist. The doors slide together and I zip upward. I actually make it back to my floor before the tears start running down my cheeks. I can hear the others calling me from the sitting room, but I fly down the hallway into my room, bolt the door, and fling myself onto my bed. Then I really begin to sob. Now I've done it. Now I've ruined everything. If I'd stood even a ghost of a chance, it vanished when I sent that arrow flying at the game makers. What will they do to me now? Arrest me? Execute me? Cut my tongue and turn me into an Avox so I can wait on the future tributes of Panem? What was I thinking shooting at the game makers? Of course I wasn't. I was shooting at that apple because I was so angry at being ignored. I wasn't trying to kill one of them. If I were, they'd be dead. What does it matter? It's not like I was going to win the games anyway. Who cares what they do to me? What really scares me is what they might do to my mother and Prim, how my family might suffer now because of my impulsiveness. Will they take their few belongings or send my mother to prison and Prim to the community home or kill them? They wouldn't kill them, would they? Why not? What do they care? I should have stayed and apologized or laughed like it was a big joke. Then maybe I would have found some leniency, but instead I stalked out of the place in the most disrespectful manner possible. Hamish and Effie are knocking on my door. I shout for them to go away, and eventually they do. It takes at least an hour for me to cry myself out. Then I just lay curled up on the sheets, curled up on the bed, stroking the silken sheets, watching the sun set over the artificial candy capital. At first, I expect guards to come for me, but as time passes, it seems less likely. I calm down. They still need a girl tribute from District 12, don't they? If the game makers want to punish me, they can do it publicly. Wait until I'm in the arena and 6 starving wild animals on me. You can bet they'll make sure I don't have a bow and arrow to defend myself. Before that, though, they'll give me a score so low, no one in their right mind would sponsor me. That's what will happen tonight. Since the training isn't open to viewers, the game makers announce a score for each player. It gives the audience a starting place for the betting that will continue throughout the games. The number, which is between 1 and 12, 1 being irredeemably bad and 12 being unattainably high, signifies the promise of a tribute. The mark is not a guarantee of which person will win, it's only an indication of the potential a tribute showed in training. Often, because of the variables in the actual arena, high-scoring tributes go down almost immediately. And a few years ago, the boy who won the games only scored a 3. Still, the scores can help or hurt an individual tribute in terms of sponsorship. I'd been hoping my shooting skills might get me a 6 or a 7, even if I'm not particularly powerful. Now I'm sure I'll have the lowest score of the 24. If no one sponsors me, my odds of staying alive decrease to almost 0. When Effie taps on the door to call me to dinner, I decide I may as well go. The scores will be televised tonight. It's not like I can hide what happened forever. I go to the bathroom and wash my face, but it's still so red and splotchy. Everyone's waiting at the table, even Cinna and Portia. I wish the stylists hadn't shown up for some reason. I don't like the idea of disappointing them. It's as if I've thrown away all the good work they did on the opening ceremonies without a thought. I avoid looking at anyone as I take tiny spoonfuls of fish soup. The saltiness reminds me of my tears. The adults begin some chit-chat about the weather forecast, and I let my eyes meet Peta's. He raises his eyebrows. A question. What happened? I just give my head a small shake. Then, as they're serving the main course, I hear Hamish say, "Okay, enough small talk. Just how bad were you today?" Peta jumps in. I don't know that it mattered. By the time I showed up, no one even bothered looking at me. They were singing some kind of drinking song, I think, so I threw around some heavy objects until they told me I could go. That makes me feel a bit better. It's not like Peta attacked the game makers, but at least he was provoked, too. And you, sweetheart? Says Hamish. Somehow, Hamish calling me sweetheart ticks me off enough that I'm at least able to speak. I shot an arrow at the game makers. Everyone stops eating. You what? The horror in Effie's voice confirms my worst suspicions. I shot an arrow at them, not exactly at them, in their direction. It's like Peta said, I was shooting and they were ignoring me and I just I just lost my head, and so I shot an apple out of their stupid roast pig's mouth, I say defiantly. And what did they say? Asks Cinna carefully. Nothing, or I don't know. I walked out after that, I say. Without being dismissed? Gasps Effie. I dismissed myself, I say. I remember how I promised Prim that I would really try to win, and I feel like a ton of coal has dropped on me. Well, that's that, says Hamish. Then he butters a roll. Do you think they'll arrest me? I ask. Doubt it. Be a pain to replace you at this stage, says Hamish. What about my family? I say. Will they punish them? Don't think so. Wouldn't make much sense. See, they'd have to reveal what happened in the training center for it to have any worthwhile effect on the population. People would need to know what you did. But they can't since it's secret, so it'd be a waste of effort, says Hamish. More likely they'll make your life hell in the arena. Well, they've already promised to do that to us anyway, says Peeta. Very true, says Hamish. And I realize the impossible has happened. They've actually cheered me up. Hamish picks up a pork chop with his fingers, which makes Effie frown, and dunks it in his wine. He rips off a hunk of meat and starts to chuckle. What were their faces like? I can feel the edges of my mouth tilting up. Shocked, terrified, ridiculous, some of them? An image pops into my mind. One man tripped backwards into a bowl of punch. Hamish guffaws, and we all start laughing except Effie, although even she is suppressing a smile. Well, it serves them right. It's their job to pay attention to you. And just because you come from District 12 is no excuse to ignore you. Her eyes dart around as if she said something totally outrageous. I'm sorry, but that's what I think, she says to no one in particular. I'll get a very bad score, I say. Scores only matter if they're good. No one pays much attention to the bad or mediocre ones. For all they know, you could be hiding your talents to get a low score on purpose. People use that strategy, said Portia. I hope that's how people interpret the 4 I'll probably get, says Peeta. If that. Really, is anything less impressive than watching a person pick up a heavy ball and throw it a couple of yards? One almost landed on my foot. I grin at him and realize that I'm starving. I cut off a piece of pork, dunk it in mashed potatoes, and start eating. It's okay. My family is safe. And if they are safe, no real harm has been done. After dinner, we go to the sitting room to watch the scores announced on television. First, they show a picture of the tribute, then flash their score below it. The career tributes naturally get in the 8 to 10 range. Most of the other players average a 5. Surprisingly, Little Rue comes up with a 7. I don't know what she showed the judges, but she's so tiny it must have been impressive. District 12 comes up last, as usual. Peeta pulls an 8, so at least a couple of the game makers must have been watching him. I dig my fingernails into my palms as my face comes up, expecting the worst. Then they're flashing the number 11 on the screen. 11! Effie Trinket lets out a squeal, and everyone is slapping me on the back and cheering and congratulating me, but it doesn't seem real. There must be a mistake. How could that happen? I ask Hamish. Guess they liked your temper, he says. They've got a show to put on. They need some players with some heat. Katniss, the girl who was on fire, says Cinna and gives me a hug. Oh, wait until you see her interview dress. More flames? I ask. Of a sort, he says mischievously. Peeta and I congratulate each other. Another awkward moment. We've both done well, but what does that mean for the other? I escape from my room as quickly as possible and burrow down under the covers. The stress of the day, particularly the crying, has worn me out. I drift off, relieved, reprieved, and with the number 11 still flashing behind my eyelids. At dawn, I lie in bed for a while, watching the sun come up on a beautiful morning. It's Sunday, a day off at home. I wonder if Gale is in the woods yet. Usually we devote all of Sunday to stocking up for the week, rising early, hunting and gathering, then trading at the hop. I think of Gale without me. Both of us can hunt alone, but we're better as a pair, particularly if we're trying for bigger game. But also in the littler things, having a partner lighten the load could even make the arduous task of filling my family's table enjoyable. I'd been struggling along on my own for about 6 months when I first ran into Gale in the woods. It was a Sunday in October, the air cool and pungent with dying things. I'd spent the morning competing with the squirrels for nuts and the slightly warmer afternoon wading in shallow ponds harvesting Katniss. The only meat I'd shot was a squirrel that had practically run over my toes in its quest for acorns, but the animals would still be afoot when the snow buried my other food sources. Having strayed further afield than usual, I was hurrying back home, lugging my burlap sacks when I came across a dead rabbit. It was hanging by its neck in a thin wire a foot above my head. About 15 yards away was another. I recognized the twitch-up snares because my father had used them. When the prey is caught, it's yanked into the air out of reach from other hungry animals. I'd been trying to use snares all summer to no success, so I couldn't help dropping my sacks to examine this one. My fingers were just on the wire above one of the rabbits when a voice rang out. "That's dangerous." I jumped back several feet as Gale materialized from behind a tree. He must have been watching me the whole time. He was only 14, but he cleared 6 feet and was as good as an adult to me. I'd seen him around the seaman at school, and one other time. He'd lost his father in the same blast that killed mine. In January, I'd stood by while he'd received his Medal of Valor in the Justice Building, another oldest child with no father. I remembered his 2 little brothers clutching his mother, a woman whose swollen belly announced she was just days away from giving birth. "What's your name?" he said, coming over and disentangling the rabbit from the snare. He had another 3 hanging from his belt. "Katniss?" I said, barely audible. "Well, Catnip, stealing's punishable by death, or hadn't you heard?" he said. "Katniss," I said louder. "And I wasn't stealing it. I just wanted to look at your snare. Mine never catch anything." He scowled at me, not convinced. "So, where'd you get the squirrel?" "I shot it." I pulled my bow off my shoulder. I was still using the small version my father had made me, but I'd been practicing with a full-size one when I could. I was hoping that by spring I'd be able to bring down some bigger game. Gale's eyes fastened on the bow. "Can I see that?" I handed it over. "Just remember, stealing's punishable by death." That was the first time I ever saw him smile. It transformed him from someone menacing to someone he wished to know. But it took several months before I returned that smile. We talked hunting then. I told him I might be able to get him a bow if he had something to trade. Not food, I wanted knowledge. I wanted to set my own snares that caught a belt of fat rabbits in one day. He agreed something might be worked out. As the seasons went by, we grudgingly began to share our knowledge, our weapons, our secret places that were thick with wild plums or turkeys. He taught me snares and fishing, I showed him what plants to eat, and eventually gave him one of our precious bows. And then one day, without either of us saying it, we became a team, dividing the work and the spoils, making sure that both our families had food. Gale gave me a sense of security I had lacked since my father's death. His companionship replaced the long solitary hours in the woods. I became a much better hunter when I didn't have to look over my shoulder constantly when someone was watching my back. But he turned into so much more than a hunting partner. He became my confidant, someone with whom I could share thoughts I could never voice inside the fence. In
Are you
exchange, he trusted me
serious?
with his. Being out of the
Dude, this
woods with
man, I
Gale,
hate this
sometimes I was
man.
actually happy. I call him my friend, but in the last year it seemed too casual a word for what Gale is to me. A pang of longing shoots through my chest. If only he was with me now. But of course, I don't want that. I don't want him in the arena where he'd be dead in a few days.
He'd
I
also
just miss
kill
him.
you.
And I hate being so alone. Does he miss me? He must. I think of the 11 flashing under my name last night. I know exactly what he'd say to me. "Well, there's some room for improvement there." And then he'd give me a smile and I'd return it without hesitating now. I can't help comparing what I have with Gale to what I'm pretending to have with PETA. How I never question Gale's motives when I do nothing but doubt the latter's. It's not a fair comparison, really. Gale and I were thrown together by a mutual need to survive. PETA and I know the other's survival means our own death. How do you sidestep that? Effie's knocking at the door reminds me there's another big, big, big day ahead. Tomorrow night will be our televised interviews. I guess the whole team will have their hands full readying us for that. I get up and take a quick shower, being a bit more careful about the buttons I hit,
I
and head
can't
down to the
wait.
dining
I
room.
think is it
PETA,
what is it
Effie,
the
and
next
Haymitch are
book
huddled
where
around the table talking in hushed
PETA
voices. That seems odd,
talks
but
about
hunger wins
the
out
baby or
over
something? I can't wait
curiosity,
to hear
and I
about
loaded
that
my
in the book.
plate with breakfast before I joined them.
That's in the book, right?
The stew's made with tender chunks of lamb and dried plums today. Perfect on the bed of wild rice. I've shoveled about halfway through the mound when I realize no one's talking. I take a big gulp of orange juice and wipe my mouth.
Book 2. Okay,
So
the next
what's
book.
going on? You're coaching us on the interviews today, right? That's right, says Hamish. You don't have to wait until I'm done. I can
I can't wait
listen
for
and eat at the same
that one.
time, I say.
Because I would love to hear what
Well,
Katniss
there's been
has
a
to
change
say
of
about
plans
that.
about our current approach, says Hamish. What's that? I ask. I'm not sure what our current approach is. Trying to appear mediocre in front of the other tributes is the last bit of strategy I remember. Hamish shrugs. Peeta's asked to be coached separately. And that's that's chapter 8.
I love episode 8.
Episode 8, slay,
Episode
episode 8.
8. Episode 8. Guys, what if we remade it in Minecraft? What if we remade the movie in Minecraft? I'm just saying.
Just a total complete scene by scene.
Yes. Yes, honestly. Someone's got to
The
do
reason
it.
I love our friend group is because when I remember vividly being in 4th grade and like live like LARPing, like live role playing whatever show we were watching at the time, and this is exactly the energy we bring to the table.
Yeah. Yeah. I did that but with The Walking Dead.
Of course you did.
I know.
Thoughts, opinions. I do, by the way, totally agree with Lightning. Gail most definitely thinks they're dating.
Yeah, then yeah. I would say so too.
Of course you did it. I did it with a Doremi.
The what?
Also Digimon.
Oh.
But yeah, no, Gail definitely thinks they're dating. Ain't no way.
I can't wait. I need the drama. Oh, something that I had
Like-
said is something that I actually can't wait for is what in the next book when PETA basically says that like they're they're pregnant, you know. I can't wait to see that and to
Can you
hear
imagine Gail
Katniss's
just being at
thoughts.
work? I just imagine fucking Gail coming up from the mines and then gets hit with that one. He's pregnant. Yeah. If it weren't for the baby, actually means that PETA's pregnant. We all know that.
Talk about that one. I have so many thoughts about that whole interview. I'm not gonna lie.
To be fair, the interviews coming up are also pretty interesting. I will say this chapter I really dislike that they cut it, although I understand why. Katniss's reaction to what she did, being hysterically sobbing, is the most stressed out teenage girl thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I'm so sad that was cut.
Well, like, that's what I mean. Like, that was part of the conversation that we were having last time, where it's like, I wish they kind of made her more teenage girl-like. Do you know what I mean? Like, I get it. You have a lot of resentment towards everything that is getting on. That is completely, obviously, very fair, very valid. But also, let's remind you that Katniss is a teenage girl. Let's do things that Katniss would have, so I feel like when we see Katniss in the movies, especially, it's like blank, like literally a wall almost. Like there's nothing really there besides, I feel like, just anger, which again is very valid. But again, this is a teenage girl. Let's see some of the times where she's sad and literally sobbing, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. But instead, we don't get any of that.
I agree. And to be fair, again, we're going into chapter 9. So we're basically at the game. So this is like a good a third of the movie. It's like a third of the book, a third of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that not only having access to Katniss's inner thoughts, that helps a lot to like really show that she's 16. Mm-hmm. Like, this is a child.
Right.
She turned 16 in May.
And these happen in the 4th of July, right?
July.
Okay.
Yeah. The reaping was 4th of July. So she is barely 16. It's not just that she's 16, it's that she is barely 16. And the amount of not only like her inner like dialogue, we can really tell this is a kid, but then even her reactions, right? The like you we talked about last time, the wanting to press up, like wanting to ride the elevator again. And like how excited she is about all the food,
Exactly.
which like crying, sobbing hysterically because she fucked up and she doesn't know what that means and she's scared. Like I think those are such good reactions that really showcase that this is a kid that the movies really I think lack in moments. I think the movies are great adaptations, but they really shift Katniss's character.
Yeah. No, and like that's the thing is too. It's like, and here's the thing as well. It's like even though like we can say that they wanted to cut down on time, but even the stuff that is shown, you could still have those moments where you're like, yeah, this is a 16-year-old girl. Do you know what I mean? Like they're like you could have, I don't know. Which
And
is
I
why
think
I'm
that like
hoping with the age accurate castings going into the new movie that those moments will be shown. That these are children. They will have children like moments compared to whenever they were with ages with the original movies, you know?
especially I think that with Sunrise, without spoiling anything, I think Sunrise to me, because Katniss is a very particular kind of narrator and character, and by the time that she is 16, the amount of trauma that she has is unreal, right? So she comes at everything. Yes, this is a child, but there is also like an undertone of like trauma does things to you, right?
Right.
And in Sunrise on the Reaping, the character like Haymitch is a much less traumatized person. He has this trauma, mind you, but life is easier in 12, and his trauma is very normal trauma. That doesn't mean that it's less, but it means that it's not I have to like sister and my mother are starving and I'm starving and I have to like, it's very different kinds of trauma. And Haymitch is a much more carefree person. And the tributes in the 50th, we're talking about like 48 tributes. There's a lot of kids. And there is a lot of moments in Sunrise where everyone feels younger than they do in the original trilogy to me. Like it feels very much like it's a lot easier to feel uncomfortable that these are so blatantly children. So if they do things right, it's going to be very jarring but very good.
Yeah. No, I'm excited. I'm excited for it. It's just one of those things with because now that it is age accurate, I do hope that with these movies that we do see some of the moments that like reminds us that these are children. You know?
There's I'm sorry. I'm still every time I think about Ampert's little face and Welly's face, I'm like shaking, crying, sobbing. Like I was talking just very quickly, Violet. I was talking to Bells. I don't know what 12-year-olds look like. Like in my head, I pictured him a little bit older because, like, I don't fucking know what a 12-year-old looks like. I don't hang out with him on the daily. The last time I saw a 12-year-old, I was like 16 or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, being confronted with like an
You,
age accurate casting was so jarring to me.
you know what I also think it is with like because now that I think about it, I also feel like I don't know what the hell they fucking look like either. Mainly because, and this is like a whole other topic as well, is the fact that social media has definitely like killed, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Kids look older.
they do, they look so much older, you know?
No, it is, and between that and like very rarely do we have movies with kids, and then when we do, they're usually like played by someone who's considerably older. So like it's just very jarring to just be met with like, this is a baby. It's going
Yes.
to die a horrible death on screen. Yippee!
Oh
And it's like,
my
well, fuck me,
god,
I guess.
yeah.
Ugh.
I'm scared.
I have to
Oh my
go.
god, I just looked. What? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not good. I'm gonna. Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
No,
just
yeah,
realized
no,
it's like,
you're right, Lightning. It really does depend, but also like, yeah, no, like don't get me wrong, it really does depend, but I also definitely think it depends on based on if children are affected by social media, because I think social media has definitely changed the way that children are, how they feel and how they're supposed to look, if that makes sense.
I fully agree with that.
Yeah, well, no, like for an example, right? Like, and I'm saying this because like my sister, uh, she like just got into high school, so she's like 14, 15 years old, and like I feel like my sister never really exactly had like an awkward stage, if that makes sense, but because of social media and
Yeah.
stuff. And I remember I'm like I went through, like I had to figure things out on my own. I had my own awkward stage, you know what I mean? And it's just kind of like
Yeah.
crazy to see that like that's kind of like gone in a way. Do you know what I mean? So it's like when you actually see actual 12-year-olds, especially now with the accurate casting, it's gonna hit you hard.
No, it is. It is, and I'm very excited. I'm very hopeful, to be fair. I'm giving them all the benefits of the doubt.
I feel like I hear you go from I'm scared to I'm hopeful. You know, I feel like you switch
Because
your
here's the
opinion
thing.
often.
The thing is I'm scared because I think it's going to be much harder to adapt than just about any of. Like I think the only one who would have been as hard to adapt was Ballad, and Ballad was a shitty adaptation. It was a good movie,
Yeah.
a great movie even. The actors absolutely killed it. So when I say it was a shitty adaptation, it has nothing to do with the actors. As a book adaptation, I think that Ballad was uh, not it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so like with Sunrise being also difficult to adapt, I'm excited and scared and hopeful and worried. I'm like a lot of things.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, do
Oh,
we want to read
we
one
still
more?
need to watch that movie.
We do.
But yeah, we can read one more.
We could do it soon. Okay.
Chapter 9, page 113.
no.
Let's go. Betrayal. That's the first thing I feel, which is ludicrous. For there to be betrayal, there would have to be trust first, between Peta and me. And trust has not been part of the agreement. We're tributes. But the boy who risked the beating to give me bread, the one who steadied me in the chariot, who covered for me with a red-headed Avox girl, who insisted Hamish know my hunting skills,
I don't
was there
know.
some part of me that couldn't help trusting him? On the other hand, I'm relieved that we can stop the pretense of being friends. Obviously, whatever thin connection we'd foolishly formed has been severed. And high time, too. The games begin in 2 days, and trust will only be a weakness. Whatever triggered Peter's decision, and I suspect it had to do with my outperforming him in training,
Oh yeah, no,
I
I
should
think
be
you're right.
nothing
I
but
think it is
grateful for
after
it.
this chapter.
Maybe he's finally accepted the fact that the sooner we openly acknowledge that we are enemies, the better. Good, I say. So what's the schedule? You'll each have 4 hours with Effie for presentation and 4 with me for content, says Hamish. You start with Effie, Katniss. I can't imagine what Effie will have to teach me that could take 4 hours, but she's got me working down to the last minute. We go to my rooms and she puts me in a full-length gown and high-heeled shoes, not the ones I'll be wearing for the actual interview, and instructs me on walking. The shoes are the worst part. I've never worn high heels and can't get used to essentially wobbling around on the balls of my
I'll be right
feet.
back.
But Effie runs around in them full time, and I'm determined that if she can do it, so can I. The dress poses another problem. It keeps tangling around my shoes, so of course I hitched it up, and then Effie swoops down on me like a hawk, smacking my hands and yelling, "Not the ankle!" When I finally conquer walking, they're still sitting. Posture. Apparently, I have a tendency to duck my head. Eye contact, hand gestures, and smiling. Smiling is mostly about smiling more. Effie makes me say 100 banal phrases starting with a smile, while smiling, or ending with a smile. By lunch, the muscles in my cheeks are twitching from overuse. Well, that's the best I can do, Effie says with a sigh. Just remember, Katniss, you want the audience to like you. And you don't think they will? I ask. Not if you glare at them the entire time. Why don't you save some of that for the arena? Instead, think of yourself among friends, says Effie. They're betting on how long I'll live, I burst out. They're not my friends. Well, try and pretend, snaps Effie. Then she composes herself and beams at me. See? Like this. I'm smiling at you, even though you're aggravating me. Yes, it feels very convincing, I say. I'm gonna eat. I kick off my heels and stomp down to the dining room, hiking my skirt up to my thighs. Peter and Hamish seem in pretty good mood, so I'm thinking the content session should be an improvement over the morning. I couldn't be more wrong. After lunch, Hamish takes me into the sitting room, directs me to the couch, and then just frowns at me for a while. What? I finally ask. I'm trying to figure out what to do with you, he says. How we're gonna present you. Are you gonna be charming, aloof, fierce? So far, you're shining like a star. You volunteered to save your sister. Cinna made you look unforgettable. You've got the top training score. People are intrigued, but no one knows who you are. The impression you make tomorrow will decide exactly what I can get you in terms of sponsors, says Hamish. Having watched the tribute interviews all my life, I know there's truth to what he's saying. If you appeal to the crowd, either by being humorous or brutal or eccentric, you gain favor. What's Peeta's approach, or am I not allowed to ask? I say. Likeable. He has a sort of self-deprecating humor naturally, says Hamish. Whereas when you open your mouth, you come across more as sullen and hostile. I do not, I say. Please. I don't know where you pulled that cheery, wavy girl on the chariot from, but I haven't seen her before or since, says Hamish. And you've given me so many reasons to be cheery, I counter. But you don't have to please me. I'm not going to sponsor you. So pretend I'm the audience, says Hamish. Delight me. Fine, I snarl. Hamish takes the role of the interviewer, and I try to answer his questions with a winning fashion, but I can't. I'm too angry with Hamish for what he just said, and that I even have to answer the questions. All I can think of is how unjust the whole thing is, the Hunger Games. Why am I hopping around like some trained dog trying to please people I hate? The longer the interview goes on, the more my fury seems to rise to the surface, until I'm literally spitting out answers at him. All right, enough, he says. We've got to find another angle. Not only are you hostile, I don't know anything about you. I've asked you 50 questions and still have no sense of your life, your family, what you care about. They want to know about you, Katniss. But I don't want them to. They're already taking my future. They can't have the things that matter to me in the past, I say. Then why? Make something up, says Hamish. I'm not good at lying, I say. Well, you better learn fast. You've got about as much charm as a dead slug, says Hamish. Ouch. That hurts. Even Hamish must have known he's been too harsh because his voice softens. Here's an idea. Try acting humble. Humble, I echo. That you can't believe a little girl from District 12 has done this well. The whole thing's been more than you could ever dream of. Talk about Cinna's clothes, how nice the people are, how the city amazes you. If you won't talk about yourself, at least compliment the audience. Just keep turning it back around, all right? Gush. The next hours are agonizing. At once, it's clear I cannot gush. We try me playing cocky, but I just don't have the arrogance. Apparently, I'm too vulnerable for ferocity. I'm not witty, funny, sexy, or mysterious. By the end of the session, I am no one at all. Hamish just started drinking somewhere around witty, and a nasty edge has crept into his voice. I give up, sweetheart. Just answer the questions and try not to let the audience
She's
see
too
how you
autistic.
openly despise them. I have dinner that night in my room, ordering an outrageous number of delicacies, eating myself sick, and then taking out my anger at Hamish, at the Hunger Games, at every living being in the capital by smashing dishes around my room. When the girl with the red hair comes in to turn down my bed, her eyes widen at the mess. Just leave it, I yell at her. Just leave it alone. I hate her too, with her knowing, reproachful eyes that call me a coward, a monster, a puppet for the capital, both now and then. For her, justice must finally be happening. At least my death will help pay for the life of the boy in the woods. But instead of fleeing the room, the girl closes the door behind her and goes to the bathroom. She comes back with a damp cloth and wipes my face gently, then cleans the blood from a broken plate off my hands. Why is she doing this? Why am I letting her? I should have tried to save you, I whisper. She shakes her head. Does this mean we were right to stand by, that she has forgiven me? No, it was wrong, I say. She taps her lips with her fingers, then points to my chest. I think she means that I would have ended up an Avox too. Probably would have. An Avox are dead. I spend the next hour helping the red-headed girl clean the room. When all the garbage has been dropped down a disposal and the food cleaned away, she turns down my bed. I crawl in between the sheets like a 5-year-old and let her tuck me in. Then she goes. I want her to stay until I fall asleep, to be there when I wake up. I want the protection of this girl, even though she never had mine. In the morning, it's not the girl but my prep team who are hanging over me. My lessons with Effie and Hamish are over. This day belongs to Cinna. He's my last hope. Maybe he can make me look so wonderful no one will care what comes out of my mouth. The team works on me until late afternoon, turning my skin to glowing satin, stenciling patterns on my arms, painting flame designs on my 20 perfect nails. Then Venia goes to work on my hair, weaving strands of red into a pattern that begins in my left ear, wraps around my head, and then falls in one braid down on my right shoulder. They erase my face with a layer of pale makeup and draw my features back out. Huge dark eyes, full red lips, lashes that throw off bits of light when I blink. Finally, they cover my entire body in a powder that makes me shimmer in gold dust. Then Cinna enters with what I assume is my dress, but I really can't see because it's covered. Close your eyes, he orders. I can feel the silken inside as they slip it down over my naked body, then the weight. It must be 40 pounds. I clutch Octavia's hand as I blindly step into my shoes, glad to find they're at least 2 inches lower than the pair Effie had me practice in. There's some adjusting and fidgeting, then silence. Can I open my eyes? I ask. Yes, says Cinna. Open them. The creature standing before me in the full-length mirror has come from another world, where skin shimmers and eyes flash, and apparently they make
By
their
the way,
dresses from
ads should be
jewels.
playing in about 5
Because
minutes. Just to let everyone know.
my dress is entirely covered in reflective precious gems, red and yellow and white with bits of blue that accents the tips of the flame design. The slightest movement gives the impression I am engulfed in tongues of fire. I am not pretty. I am not beautiful. I am as radiant as the sun. For a while, we all just stare. Oh, Cinna, I finally whisper. Thank you. Twirl for me, he says. I hold out my arms and spin in a circle. The prep team screams in admiration. Cinna dismisses the team and has me move around in the dress and shoes, which are infinitely more manageable than Effie's. The dress hangs in such a way that I don't have to lift the skirt when I walk, leaving me with one less thing to worry about.
It's one last
So,
thing
all
to
ready
worry
for the interview
about.
then?
One last thing
Asks
to worry
Cinna.
about.
I can see by his expression
Fart.
that he's been talking to Hamish, that he knows how
It's gotta be
dreadful I
said.
am. I'm awful. Hamish called me a dead slug. No matter what we tried, I couldn't do it. I just can't be one of those people he wants me to be, I say. Cinna thinks about this for a moment. Why don't you just be yourself? Myself? That's no good either. Hamish says I'm sullen and hostile, I say. Well, you are. Around Hamish, says Cinna with a grin. I don't find you so. The prep team adores you. You even won over the game makers. As for the citizens of the capital, well, they can't stop talking about you. No one can help but admire your spirit. My spirit. This is a new thought. I'm not sure exactly what it means, but it suggests I'm a fighter. In a sort of brave way. It's not as if I'm never friendly. Okay, maybe I don't go around loving everybody I meet, maybe my smiles are hard to come by, but I do care for some people. Cinna takes my icy hands in his warm ones. Suppose when you answer the questions, you think you're addressing a friend back home. Who
No,
would your best friend be?
that is a
Says Cinna.
crazy quote, to be honest.
Gale,
Like,
I say
what?
instantly. Only it doesn't make sense, Cinna. I would never be telling Gale these things about me. He already knows them. What about me? Could you think of me as a friend? Asks Cinna. Of all the people I've met since I left home, Cinna is by far my favorite. I liked him right off, and he hasn't disappointed me yet. I think so, but I'll be sitting on the main platform with the other stylists. You'll be able to look right at me. When you're asked a question, find me and answer it as honestly as possible, says Cinna. Even if what I think is horrible, I ask, because it might be, really. Especially if what you think is horrible, says Cinna. You'll try it? I nod. It's a plan, or at least a straw to grasp at. Too soon, it's got time to go. The interviews take place on a stage constructed in front of the training center. Once I leave my room, it'll be only minutes until I'm in front of the crowd, the cameras, all of Panem. As Cinna turns the doorknob, I stop his hand. Cinna, I'm completely overcome with stage fright. Remember, they already love you, he says gently. Just be yourself. We meet up with the rest of the District 12 crowd at the elevator. Portia and her gang have been hard at work. Peter looks striking in a black suit with flame accents. While we look well together, it's a relief not to be dressed identically. Haymitch and Effie are all fancied up for the occasion. I avoid
Add in 2
Haymitch, but
minutes.
accept Effie's
Add in 2
compliments.
minutes.
Effie can be tiresome and clueless, but she's not destructive like Haymitch. When the elevator opens, the other tributes are being lined up to take the stage. All 24 of us sit in a big arc throughout the interviews. I'll be last, or second to last, since the girl tribute precedes the boy from each district. How I wish I could be the first and get the whole thing out of the way. Now I'll have to listen to how witty, funny, humble, fierce, and charming everybody else is before I go up. Plus, the audience will start to get bored, just as the game makers did. And I can't exactly shoot an arrow into the crowd to get their attention. Right before we parade onto the stage, Haymitch comes up behind Peeta and me and growls. Remember, you're still a happy pair, so act like it. What? I thought we abandoned that when Peeta asked for separate coaching. But I guess that was a private, not a public thing. Anyway, there's not much chance for interaction now, as we walk single file to our seats and take our places. Just stepping onto the stage makes my breathing rapid and shallow. I can feel my pulse pounding in my temples. It's a relief to get to my chair because I'm between the heels and my legs shaking. I'm afraid I'll trip. Although evening is falling, the city circle is brighter than a summer's day. An elevated seating unit has been set up for prestigious guests, with the stylists commanding the front row. Do we want to hold until the ads are done?
Yeah, we can hold till ads are done. We can be nice. We can hold. We can wait.
When you... I love her so much. She's such a fucking... She's so autistic. She's way too autistic.
No, I forget what it was, but it literally made me giggle. Hello,
She, like, she
hello,
doesn't
hi,
get it.
welcome in. Hi, how are you?
Hello.
What'd you say?
She's just very autistic. She's like, I don't. To me, it's when she says, Sin is like, well, act like you're talking to Gail, and she's like, well, that doesn't
Oh,
make sense
yeah.
because he knows the answer, and I'm like, girl, that's not. Like, if nothing else, that is such an autistic red flag. I'm like, girl.
Yeah. I
Like, it's
forget
crazy.
exactly what it was, but it made me. I can't remember what, but it gave me a little chuckle.
To be fair, well, now we're getting into like the. I don't think do they. I think that the Meadow song is there in the book. Apparently not.
What, do they like change the songs or something?
No, I think it is in the book. I haven't read the actual games part in a really long time. But I think it is. I will say, I always like the melody in the Meadow song. It was always weird to me.
I would say what Lightning just played is not what I remember in the movies.
That is, I think that is Invalid. Oh, that's the book song, yeah. They probably changed it. I know that they kept the hanging tree the same.
Because I feel like in the movies it was like deep in the middle, something about a willow.
Under the willow.
Yeah.
The thing is, there's so many, and at least in the Hunger Games, not a lot, but like in Ballad, there's so many songs that I don't fucking know anymore.
Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. How was your ads? Was it nice? I hope they were.
Ugh, they crunch their ads.
They
Slay.
crunch them. They're very healthy for you.
Okay. They are. They're good for you. Okay, are we ready?
Yep.
We continue with the interviews.
Okay.
The city circle is brighter than a summer's day. An elevated seating unit has been set up for prestigious guests, with the stylists commanding the front row. The cameras will turn to them when the crowd is reacting to their handiwork. A large balcony off a building to the right has been reserved for the game makers. Television crews have claimed most of the other balconies, but the city circle and the avenues that feed into it are completely packed with people. Standing room only. At home and community halls around the country, every television set is turned on. Every citizen of Panem is tuned in. There will be no blackouts tonight. Caesar Flickerman, the man who has hosted the interviews for more than 40 years, bounces onto the stage. It's a little scary because his appearance has been virtually unchanged during all this time. Same face under a coating of pure white makeup. Same hairstyle that he dyes a different color for each Hunger Games. Same ceremonial suit, midnight blue dotted with 1,000 tiny electric bulbs that twinkle like stars. They do surgery in the capital to make people appear younger and thinner. In District 12, looking old is something of an achievement since so many people die early. You see an elderly person, you want to congratulate them on their longevity, as the secret of survival. A plump person is envied because they aren't scraping by like the majority of us. But here it is different. Wrinkles aren't desirable. A round belly isn't a sign of success. The seer Caesar's hair is powdered blue and his eyelids and lips are coated in the same hue. He looks freakish, but less frightening than he did last year when his color
Freakish.
was crimson and he
Ugh.
seemed to be bleeding.
Oh no.
Caesar tells a few jokes to warm up the audience, but then gets down to business. The girl tribute from District 1, looking provocative in a see-through gold gown, steps up the center of the stage to join Caesar for her interview. You can tell her mentor didn't have any trouble coming up with an angle for her. With that flowing blonde hair, emerald green eyes, her body tall and lush, she's sexy all the way.
They were so rare.
Each interview only lasts 3 minutes.
That's so interesting.
Then a buzzer goes off and the next tribute is up. I'll say this for Caesar, he really does his best to make the tributes shine. He's friendly, tries to set the nervous ones at ease, laughs at lame jokes, and can turn a weak response into a memorable one by the way he reacts. I sit like a lady, the way Effie showed me, as the district slipped by. 2, 3, 4. Everyone seems to be playing some angle. The monstrous boy from District 2 is a ruthless killing machine. The fox-faced girl from District 5 sly and elusive. I spotted Sin as soon as he took his place, but even his presence cannot relax me. 8, 9, 10. The crippled boy from 10 is very quiet. My palms are sweating like crazy, and the jewel dress isn't absorbent, and they skid right off of it as I try to dry them. 11. Prue is dressed in a gossamer gown complete with wings, flutters over her way to Caesar. A hush falls over the crowd at the sight of this magical wisp of a tribute. Caesar is very sweet with her, complimenting her 7 in training, an excellent score for one so small. When he asks her what her greatest strength in the arena will be, she doesn't hesitate. I'm very hard to catch, she says in a tremulous voice. And if they can't catch me, they can kill me. So don't count me out. I wouldn't in a million years, says Caesar encouragingly. The boy tribute from District 11, Thresh, has the same dark skin as Rue, but the resemblance stops there. He's one of the giants, probably 6.5 feet tall and built like an ox, but I noticed he rejected the invitations from the career tributes to join their crowd. Instead, he's been very solitary, speaking to no one, showing little interest in training. Even so, he scored a 10, and it's not hard to imagine he impressed the game makers. He ignores Caesar's attempts at banter and answers with a yes or no, or just remains silent. If only I was his size, I could get away with sullen and hostile, and it would be just fine. I bet half the sponsors are at least considering him. If I had any money, I'd bet on him myself. But then they're calling Katniss Everdeen, and I feel myself, as if I'm in a dream, standing and making my way center stage. I shake Caesar's outstretched hand, and he has the good grace not to immediately wipe his off on his suit. So, Katniss, the capital must be quite a change from District 12. What's impressed you most since you arrived here? Asked Caesar. What? What did he say? It's as if the words make no sense. My mouth has gone as dry as sawdust. I desperately find Sin in the crowd and lock eyes with him. I imagine the words coming from his lips. What impressed you most when you arrived here? I rack my brain for something that made me happy to be here. Be honest, I think. Be honest. The lambs too? I get out. Caesar laughs, and vaguely I recognize some of the audience has joined in. The one with the dried plums? Asks Caesar. I nod. Oh, I eat it by the bucketful. He turns sideways to the audience in horror, hand to his stomach. It doesn't show, does it? They shout reassurances to him and applaud. This is what I mean about Caesar. He tries to help you out. Now, Katniss, he says confidently, when we came out in the opening ceremonies, my heart actually stopped. What did you think of the costume? Cinna raises one brow at me. Be honest. You mean after I got over my fear of being burned alive? I ask. Big laugh. A real one from the audience. Yes, start then, says Caesar. Cinna, my friend, I should tell him anyway. I thought Cinna was brilliant, and it was the most gorgeous costume I'd ever seen, and I couldn't believe I was wearing it. I can't believe I'm wearing this, either. I lift up my skirt to spread it out. I mean, look at it. The audience oohs and ahs. I see Cinna make the tiniest circular motion with his finger, but I know what he's saying. Twirl for me. I spin in a circle once, and the reaction is immediate. Oh, do that again, says Caesar, and so I lift my arms and spin around and around, letting the skirt fly out, letting the dress engulf me in flames. The audience breaks into cheers. When I stop, I clutch Caesar's arm. Don't stop, he says. I have to, I'm dizzy.
Clutching the pearls.
I'm also giggling, which I think I've done maybe never in my lifetime. But the nerves and the spinning have gotten to me. Caesar wraps a protective arm around me. Don't worry, I've got you. Can have you following in your mentor's footsteps. Everyone's hooting as the cameras find Haymitch,
No way.
who is by
He
now
says
famous
that?
for his head dive at the
No
reaping.
way.
And he waves them away good-naturedly, and points back to me. It's all right, Caesar reassures the crowd. She's safe with me. So, how about that training score? 11. Give us a hint what happened in there. I glance at the game makers on the balcony and bite my lip. All I can say is that I think it was a first. The cameras are right on the game makers, who are chuckling and nodding. You're killing us, says Caesar as if in actual pain. Details, details. I address the balcony. I'm not supposed to talk about it, right? The game maker who fell in the punch bowl shouts out, She's not. Thank you, I say. Sorry, my lips are sealed. Let's go back, then, to the moment they called your sister's name at the reaping, says Caesar. His mood is quieter now. And you volunteered. Can you tell us about her? No, not all of you. But maybe Cinna. I don't think I'm imagining the sadness in his face. Her name's Prim. She's just 12, and I love her more than anything. You could hear a pin drop in the city circle now. What did she say to you after the reaping? Caesar asks. Be honest, be honest. I swallow hard. She asked me to really try hard to win. The audience is frozen, hanging on my every word. And what did you say? Prompts Caesar gently. But instead of warmth, I feel an icy rigidity take over my body. My muscles tense as they do before a kill. When I speak, my voice seems to have dropped an octave. I swore I would. I bet you did, says Caesar, giving me a squeeze. The buzzer goes off. Sorry, we're out of time. Best of luck, Katniss Everdeen. Tribute from District 12.
Creepy.
The applause continues long after I'm seated. I look to Cinna for reassurance. He gives me a small thumbs up. I'm still in a daze for the first part of Peeta's interview. He has the audience from the get-go, though. I can hear them laughing, shouting out. He plays up the baker something, comparing the tributes to the breads from their districts, then has a funny anecdote about the perils of the capital showers. Tell me, do I still smell like roses? He asks Caesar, and then there's a whole run where they take turns sniffing each other that brings down the house. I'm coming back into focus when Caesar asks him if he has a girlfriend back home. Peeta hesitates, then gives an unconvincing shake of his head.
Peeta.
Handsome lad like you, there must be some special girl. Come on, what's her name? Says Caesar.
Spill.
Peeta sighs. Well, there is one girl. I've had a crush on her ever since I can remember, but I'm pretty sure she didn't know I was alive until the reaping.
Continue.
Sounds of sympathy from the crowd. Unrequited love they can relate to. She have another fellow? Asks Caesar. I don't know, but a lot of boys like her, says Peta. So here's what you do. You win, you go home. She can't turn you down then, eh? Asks Caesar encouragingly. I don't think it's gonna work out. Winning won't help in my case, says Peta. Why ever not? Says Caesar, mystified. Peta blushes, beat red, and stammers out. Uh, because
Because why?
because she came here with me. And that's part 1, the end of chapter 9.
That's it? That's how it ends?
Yeah, then it's part 2, the games.
That's how that
Sorry.
ends?
Yeah.
Dude, what's with Susan Collins and always ending the chapters off with a cliffhanger? Like, the
I
fuck?
don't know, but it happens in every fucking book. She, you have to think about this. She writes for TV.
Yeah.
And so I think that's super apparent, not only in like, because she writes in like 3 acts in the books and blah, blah, blah. But in the chapters themselves, she always ends with like the thing that's going to make you watch the next episode.
So what I'm hearing is that the book should have actually been movies. I mean, TV shows. Yeah, tomato.
I mean, one of these an episode would be like 1 chapter an episode. Be great.
Yeah, bring back 45-minute episodes, man. 22
No, we should.
episode seasons, 45-minute long.
Oh, the next chapter is big.
Oh no!
I forgot how big it is. The next chapter is big. Well, it seems big.
Okay, then I think definitely. I think we need to prepare.
Yeah.
Like a actual book club time and date for that one. I think then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then, and she goes into the arena at the end of the next one.
Like,
actually,
I'm prepared.
Apparently, the last chapter is bigger, but it doesn't.
Yeah,
there's a lot that happens in chapter 10.
Okay. I'm excited. That's crazy. I didn't know that's how that ended.
Yeah.
What the fuck? My mentals, they can't take this anymore. Listen, you just have to come back for more. Go to bed, Lightning. Oh my god.
Look, we've read, Yali, how much have we read so far? Yali knows the pages.
We are at page 130.
That's a decent, like 130 pages is a lot of pages.
Out of what?
336, I think.
Oh, damn. That is a big chunk of the book.
Like, I'm pretty sure. 384, which means that I don't know math. I would have to do math, but it's like a decent chunk.
I would say that's it. Like, yeah.
It's like it seems like a lot. I don't fucking know. I don't know math. We're all
I was
like,
gonna say a third. Yeah.
It's over a third. Just over a third. A third is 128. So we literally have read over a third of the book.
And within like technically 3 book club sessions too, which I feel like is pretty good.
Yeah.
And
to be
I
fair,
feel
the first
like
one we read like a lot. The first one we got through 4 chapters or 5.
Yeah.
Also, I'm down whenever.
Yeah.
You just beat me. To be fair, I'm down mostly always.
Yeah. I mean, we can continue to do that. If we want to do like Maybe we can do another like 5-hour thing over the weekend. Probably, maybe. We'll see. You know,
Yeah, just let me know.
next week maybe.
Yeah.
It's my anniversary. I
And
deserve this.
no, it's why to lightning. I'm sorry. Today you get 2 chapters, which like 10. Listen, we've given you 10 chapters.
Don't listen, Lightning. If you keep going, I'm gonna put you in the jar. I'm gonna take away your tar, and then Anna's gonna mozzarella your stick. So
And on French your toast.
and on French your toast. So keep going.
Listen, if to be fair, if the occasionally over the week you might get a chapter or two. Probably be too like late and
Yeah.
you'll probably be sleeping, lightning, but you might get it for when you wake up. Good night, Barbara.
Oh, good night, Barbara. Good night. Good night. Good night. Thank you so much. Well, anyway, I'll be back. Anyway, I think that is where I'm also going to end for today. I have things that I have to do for a couple of hours, but then I think I might stream a little bit later tonight and play some Minecraft because I haven't played Minecraft in a bit. And I have a build that I'm currently working on Corian. So we'll see. Maybe I'll do another late night stream and go from there. But do we feel like raiding? Do we want to raid FG Moo? Guys, do we want to raid FG Moo? Oh no, I'll miss it. Don't do that. Who's that? That's a good question. I don't know who that is. Anyway, go be nice. And you know the drill. Know your manners, and I'll see you guys a bit later tonight. Bogey? Bogey. Bogey? Bogey. Bogey.